is back. Good to see you. We always love
Thanks
to
for
have
having
Rachel pay this during the show because she is a seasonal expert for decor. So now we're talking about spring, which is great. But with this particular item, really you enjoy it all throughout the year. It's from Compass Home. It's a solar hanging wind spinner with a Crackle glass ball in the center of it. It's $18.64. It's 10.5 inches from top to bottom, and we're down to one choice, just the dragonfly only. But these are the little pieces that when I think about jewelry for the outdoor space,
Yes.
the pieces where you're like, oh, my designer said I should have a little something in the corner. This is it.
I think these are exactly that, Courtney. You nailed it because really they are jewelry, and I love that they have jewels. I'm actually going to stop this one from spinning. They are powered by the sun. There's this beautiful Crackle glass, real glass globe that's in the center that has a little LED light in there. And then what that does is that actually,
little teardrop.
yes, it just shadows these beautiful lights that then also you'll see will be reflected in the beautiful gemstones that are on each of the wings of the dragonfly. So you see there's like a ruby red, there's a beautiful gold or a topaz, and then this gorgeous, wonderful turquoise color. So we have it kind of spinning because we have to simulate the wind here indoors in our studio. But you can see, powered by the sun, the light is powered by the sun on top, and then the wind is going to spin it around, and it just creates like a nice, soothing piece to look at.
Can I make a fancy suggestion?
Please, I love it.
Let's take our bliss hammock, let's take the outdoor furniture sofa that we all have, and let's just hang this. Maybe it's in a great little boxer with beautiful flowers beneath it. You hang this from a little shepherd's hook, and let's wear our Carolyn Pollock jewelry to match.
Oh, it's perfect. I love it.
Just and maybe a little sangria.
Yes,
You know,
why not?
Why not? You know, because this is the kind of thing that honestly, that's what invites you outdoors, because I think what indoors don't always create, indoor always creates normal. You come back to and it always feels the same. Outdoors feels a little bit more special. It reminds you that you're not home, but you're in a special space.
Yes, I love being outside, and this just gives us that opportunity to kind of reclaim some of our spaces outside and to really be able to enjoy them. I love that it has that brush strokes on each of the wings too. You can see it has that beautiful copper color to it. It is real metal and real glass, so it is so well made, and it's a nice substantial piece too. You mentioned it stands about 10.5 inches tall, and it's about 9 inches wide. And I want to mention, I think dragonflies are so cool. I mean, they are creatures of water, and they go out into the air, they fly, but they are also, their symbolism is they're creatures of change, which I think is a really neat thing to symbolize.
Well, and it's cool that it's outdoors, because you think about, okay, like what is the cycle of some of your favorite flowers, your favorite plants in your yard, and to kind of have this is like, honestly, the crackled glass reminds me of like the holder of time, you know, that is the dragonfly, but it's having pieces like this that bounce off your perennials, that like the lilies that are here for 2 and 3 weeks at a time, or that give you those beautiful, if you've got the succulents that are outdoors. I mean, having something like this, definitely pick up more than one, Bev, because it's less than $20, but to flank those spaces, to add that little bit of eloquence with the dragonfly, that is
it's
cool.
really neat. And then at night, because it's got that solar panel on the top, at night when the sun goes down, you're going to see that what happens is then they're going to light up from within. I actually had to cover the panels because in the studio here it's hard to get it dark enough, but you'll see it lights up from within, and it's just beautiful. Then at night, like, could you imagine this out either on your front porch as your guests are coming, or even out on your back patio on a shepherd's hook if you have just a deck or a patio? It's wonderful hanging from the eaves of a patio or a porch too. But it's so nice to see it at night when it lights up like that too. It's gorgeous.
It's so funny. The house that we bought, they were like master gardeners, and I have to say, like, everything that's nice in my yard, they spent 40 years doing, and it's so great. But the only thing that we ended up taking down were 2 hanging dragons, and my husband's like, I feel like we've got to have some kind of light. Like, why were the 2 dragons here? Like, we didn't know. But it's like we have those spots where he's like, I don't want to put a plant there. I want to put something there with light, because while the dragons were very majestic, they just were not our taste. But having something like this to scale our beautiful kitchen windows that we can look in, and then our neighbors can see at the proper height, very cool.
It is really neat. There you're seeing it hanging from a shepherd's hook, which I think is an awesome way too. That's the sun option. Now we are down to the dragonfly. We did have her offered in the sun before, but I love the dragonfly. I just think it's beautiful, and the gemstones on there, that turquoise and that gold and that ruby red, it's just really very very special and beautiful colors too.
And yet I love how it gives this 360 approach of that even when the wind's spinning, it still looks like one single dragonfly.
Yes, it's just such a neat concept too. I think that these items that spin in the wind and that are powered by the sun and the wind are so cool because they add presence to your garden. It gives you something soothing to look at and to enjoy, whether it's day or night.
And remember, it's about 10.5 inches from top to bottom. And do you see what I mean? Like when I spin it, it just looks like one continuous dragonfly. And yet if I stop it, it looks like a dragonfly. If I spin it, it looks like a dragonfly.
Right.
And then when the sun sets, what's great about this is, again, going back to, well, I didn't know solar technology could produce such light. The light is really bright that illuminates from that crackled glass. So again, those are things that you think about, okay, well, I've never really seen a dragonfly at nighttime. Well, now you have.
Right. It's such a neat piece too, and I love the top of it, that you can see that little circular design as well. I mean, every element of it is just beautiful, and the fact that it is all metal construction and real glass, I think just speaks to the quality that Compass Home brings too.
And Compass Home is something that you can find here at QVC, but they actually design like high-end lines, probably at your big box store with the same quality that we bring to you here at QVC. But yet, you're getting this for $18.64. And I don't know about you, but I pick a very specific time to start gardening. Like I wake up and I want it that day. I have not like reserved anything. I'm like, we're gonna do this. Like we're gonna have a bunch of projects and we're gonna finish it all today. I love that at QVC, you bring something like this home, and whether you're somebody that's like me that wakes up and decides it's gardening season, or you wanna enjoy it in your home now to prepare for the upcoming warm weather that will be here, this is it. This is a piece that can allow you to do both, and yet for $18.64, it affords you that luxury, it affords you that jewelry with the gemstones, and then it affords you the quality of a dragonfly, which signals change.
Beautiful.
It's like time for me to change my drink.
Thank you so much, Courtney. Great seeing you.
Okay, so Rachel brought these earlier. These are 35